What's up, guys? So I want to start off today's video. Before I even get into anything or the nitty and gritty of it, I want to apologize for not uploading for the past couple weeks. That's actually going to be fixed, so we're going to get back up on a regular weekly upload schedule from now on. So if you couldn't tell from the title and the thumbnail, I actually was tested positive for COVID. So I recently did have COVID. I didn't realize it until one of my coworkers tested positive, and that's when I went to get tested. And then that actually explained some of the stuff that I was feeling. So I didn't realize that the fact that I was like mentally or physically tired, really tired, like beyond as much as I can explain through the camera. It was one of the things that I was experiencing, and then I was having really bad headaches. But other than that, I felt completely fine, and then my test came back as positive. It was a shock to me, but at the same time, I learned a lot of things from it, and it also helped me grow and even have more respect for everyone around me as people. And so a couple of things that I want to go over in this video is going to be, the first one is, no, I wasn't irresponsible, and I don't go out, I don't do all this stuff, not wearing masks or anything of that sort. I just go to work, I come home, I do my schoolwork, and then I go out grocery shopping. And that's literally all that I do. Wear my mask literally 24/7 because I live with my mom who's immunocompromised. And then obviously I thought it just wasn't going to get to me. That was my first perspective. I was like, I probably won't get it. I wash my hands all the time. I take all the precautions. I wear my mask. So then when I got my positive test back, I was like, whoa, it just kind of sort of hits you right in the face about how like no one is really safe. Although luckily it was mild for me and I'm feeling much better now. There are instances where it's not mild for some people. There's people who you have to really understand and respect because it hits everyone differently, whether you're young or not. I have somebody who I know on a personal level who is my age as well, and then it hit him really hard. Other people, it'll hit and they'll have no symptoms at all. But it's not just about you. It's about everyone else around you. I was putting my family at risk. I was putting other people at risk without even knowing that I had it, which I was so lucky to start my quarantine early before I even had my test results, just because I wanted to make sure that I was protecting as many people around me as possible. But it's a real serious thing, guys. Like, I don't think people take it seriously enough. Like, I think people think it's just that a joke, but it's not really about you. It's about everyone else around you that you're protecting. And obviously, as things start to get worse and worse, you want to make sure you're taking all the precautions, because the last thing you want to have on your mind is any sort of regret from something that it could be family related, work related, could be friend related, anyone. The last thing you want is to give it to someone who it is going to affect more, because you don't want to be responsible for taking someone's life permanently, all because, hey, you didn't take precautions or you didn't do whatever it was. So for me, I learned to have even more respect for everyone who has been affected by the virus and everyone who will be affected, because obviously you have to learn to live with it and cope with it. So I know this is a little bit more of a serious video, and I apologize for that. I just kind of want to bring a little bit of awareness to the topic as we hit the winter and as things get worse and worse. You can also be affected, and it's not also just about you, but it's about everyone else around you. I don't think any of you want to give it to your parents or give it to your grandparents or anyone who it can affect worse. So obviously you just have to be mindful of everyone, and every choice that you make does matter. So I'm also not saying don't do whatever you don't want to do, because I'm not gonna like not like you or not like condone, hey, don't do this or don't do that, simply because it's not who I am. I don't make choices for you. You should decide for yourself, and you should be responsible enough that, hey, maybe you shouldn't make that choice, or hey, maybe you shouldn't go out that time, or maybe you shouldn't be doing something, or maybe you should be taking more precautions. Maybe you don't wear your mask properly enough over your nose and over your mouth like you should be wearing it. Maybe you wear it as a chin strap. And until it hits you on a personal level, you're never going to understand how much it has affected everyone else around you. The death toll, the case numbers, everyone just kind of mocks it and like, oh, it's just a number, oh, they're upping it, or you watch the news or whatever. But then once it hits you, it gets even deeper and deeper on a personal level. Whether you get really sick or not, you realize, wow, this is real and it's affecting a lot of people. So what can I do to help others around me, not only others around me directly, but everyone else around me, help spread awareness? Or like in my case, the one thing that I want to do now, hopefully if I can get an antibody test, then I'm going to donate blood, simply because, hey, you got to help and give back in some sort of way so that we can help save as many people as possible. So with that being said, the next video is actually going to be a vlog of what my life has looked like for the past 2 weeks in isolation, now that I'm feeling much better, both physically and mentally. I'm feeling good enough to show you guys what that was like, because I have some pre-recorded stuff that I recorded. It's pretty self-explanatory, but so please watch all the way through. I apologize again for the delay, or not the delay of me not actually posting any videos in the past couple weeks. I just wasn't in the right state of mind to do so, and I have a sort of expectation for the level of quality that I want to be putting out in a lot of my content, and if it's not up there, then obviously as a perfectionist, it's like, I don't want to upload or post. But I realize that, hey, it's not just about the perfectionist, but it's about showing you everything and being as realistic as possible. So just stay tuned for more content, guys. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and share, and spread awareness.